Hello, Kingdom Karate family. I'm glad to see you again. I do hope you're all doing well out there. And I do want to make myself available that if any of you need anything, any of you families, please call the church and we'll see what we can do here. But I want you to know that I am praying for you, that I do miss you, and that I hope you're getting a lot out of these videos, that you're able to do something that seems normal to you and seems like your day-to-day life, because I know a lot has changed. But I hope you enjoy this class, so here we go. Attention. Ready. Fighting stance. Hiya! Good. So if you don't remember about the tension, the ready, the fighting stance, that's in our last video, so go check that out. We went over our kicks and our star block set last video. So this video, we're going to go over our blocks and our, what you call a counter strike. So you have a strike, that's your punch or your kick. You have a defense, which is blocks, that's being defensive, not getting hit. And a counter strike is when you block, you look for an opportunity to strike back. So you look for an opening, and you have to have good timing on when to strike back. And that is the most effective way if you have to end up fighting or defending yourself. That is the most effective way, in my opinion, of keeping yourself safe. Okay, so what we're going to work on is just our blocks and then a very quick way to counter strike. So there's a lot of these, but I'm going to go over some really quick ones. So let's just work on our high block first, our high block. So you always want to be in a good fighting stance, always. And sometimes your hands can be open, but we teach with your hands closed. If you're striking with a fist, if you're punching, you want to strike with these two knuckles. If you're doing a hammer fist, which we've done before in class, you're hitting with this part of your hand. There's a hard part right here on your hand. That's the part you're hitting with, not with your pinky. You never strike with your pinky. So punching is here, hammer strike is here. Okay, so let's work on our high block. So a high block is when someone is swinging down at you, coming down at the top of your head, or if someone's punching straight at you, or even coming at a hook. The high block can cover pretty much all of that. So your high block comes down by your waist. You keep this other hand up to protect your hand, your face, and you come straight up, and you're blocking with this part of your hand, or your arm, okay? So you know that if you did it correctly, you went from your waist up, across your face, just in case the punch is coming straight, or if it's hooking, you're blocking with this part of your arm, and then if it's coming straight down, you've got it here. You know you did it the right way is if you put your hand like this, put it on your nose, and if your pinky is touching your wrist, that means you did it the right way. It's at the right height, and it means that it's far enough over. Because some people make the mistake of high blocking and it's way over here. Well, look what happened there. And some people do it too far over. Well, now they can still get to the top of your head. So it's important to come up past your face, just in case it's coming straight, or if it's coming in a hook, all the way up to here so it can block the top of your head. Okay, so we're high blocking. A good counter strike with a high block is always a straight punch, which will be your cross. And by the way, you always block, well, really 90% of the time with your front hand, because your power hand is in the back, right? So you want to use your weaker hand to block, just in case you do hurt yourself, you still have your power. Okay, so let's block. One, and then punch. Okay, see how I brought my hand back? Do it again. Two, block, punch. And if you notice when I'm blocking, this hand was protecting my face, but once it crosses, it comes back and gets ready for a punch. That helps me be quicker. Three, block, punch. Four, block, punch. Five, block, punch. Okay? Now, let's work on our next one. Our next is our outside block. Punch. So an outside block is if the punch is coming straight or if they're hooking. So if they're coming straight, you're blocking it out of the way, or if they're hooking, it's going to be hard for me to do this, but just imagine someone hook punching me, you're blocking. And with this punch, or with this block, you want to move the opposite way of your hand. Just in case the punch is really powerful and it doesn't stop it all the way, your hand is getting out of the way. Your head is getting out of the way. And also you're leaning back so you can push your body forward with a stronger punch, with more power. Okay? So with this one, you can do an outside block punch, or you can do an outside block chop. With the chop, you're gonna act like you're serving a pizza, swing your body, and chop out with this part of your hand. Okay? So let's do the chop. I don't think we've done that in class before. So we're gonna outside block. You're being in fighting stance. You're gonna come down. This hand is gonna block your face, just like your high block. You're gonna, almost like you're waving. You're gonna lean back, block. This hand is gonna be back, ready for you to strike. We're gonna open our hand like we're gonna serve a pizza, swing, chop. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Next is our inside block. So high block, outside block, inside block. Boom. This one is really only for a straight punch. So someone's punching straight at you, you're in your fighting stance, you pick your hand up, swipe across. See how I moved my head off center? Block. So with this block, you can use pretty much any part of this arm. So it's always good to use your hand if you can, because you can catch and control. So if they're punching at you, you can catch their hand, or you can control it out of the way if you want to move it up or down. But with this one, it's like I said, for a straight punch, you're going to come up, fighting stance. See how I brought my hand across to block my face just in case my timing's off? Block. And now there's several things you can do with this one. Obviously, you can punch. See, I'm turned so I can get a really powerful punch off. See how I'm really in a good position to turn my body and give a very powerful punch. But there's several things you can do. So let's work on hammer fist with the same hand. So we've done hammer fist in class, but I'll show you how to do it. So we're going to block. We're going to ball our hand up and swing back and hit with the back part of our hand. Okay? So right here. So you're going to swing with everything you have. Okay? So we're going to be in our fighting stance. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right. Now another block we do is our low block. Now we've done this in class before as well. So this is for a kick. So obviously kicks are a lot more powerful than our punches are. So you don't want to use this a whole lot unless you have to. So when you're doing a low block, I'm not going to do this in the video because I might jump out of the frame. But for a low block, if someone's kicking at you with a round kick, you don't want to block it with just your arm, because that's probably going to break your arm. So with a low block, I wish I had a partner here to show you, but pretend someone's in front of me kicking me. Say they're here and they're doing a round kick. I want to scoot to the side in the low block, if that makes sense. So if someone's here low blocking me, I don't want to just block it. That's really going to hurt your arm. So you want to scoot to the side and get the very end of that kick with your low block. It's really there just so they don't hit you at all. So you don't take the full brunt, but you're moving your body out of the way and putting it down just so they don't hit you at all. Because by the time their kick is finishing, if you moved, the kick is really weak. But anyway, for sake of practicing, we're just going to stand still and low block. So our fighting stance is up. You're going to come up like you're making an X, because this hand is here just to protect your face, just in case they decide to punch. But your hand is going to come by your ear. You're going to swing down right above your knee and a little bit past your knee. Okay? So a good counter strike with this one is just say low block, front kick. Okay? Low block or round kick. You can round kick them right away. This is one of my favorite moves when I used to spar. If someone would low block me, I'd move to the side, I'd be to their side, and I'd round kick where they were open. So let's actually work on round kick instead. So we're going to low block, round kick, back in our fighting stance. Ready? 1, low block, round kick. 2, low block, round kick. 3, low block, round kick. 4, low block, round kick. 5, low block, round kick. Good. And our last block is our check block. Now, if you notice, we've just gone through our whole star block set. Up, in, out, touch, down, back, push down. The push down is called a check block, and that's if someone's doing a front kick to your stomach. So you're checking it down. Okay, so you still want to get out of the way and check it down. So what we're going to do here, step to the side, you're pushing that foot down, but you're also getting out of the way because remember, the legs are too powerful for our arm to take the full brunt of it. So we're going to be in our fighting stance. Someone's going to front kick. We're going to step to the side, check it down. I'm in a perfect position to side kick. Perfect position. Okay, so let's do that. For fighting stance, check, side kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right, so that concludes class. I want you to continue going over that because this is probably one of the more difficult things that we do, but it's also one of the more important things we do. So far we've gone over just blocks, and then separately we've gone over our strike, but you have to learn how to counter strike if you want to protect yourself in a good way. And as always, I want to tell you, if someone does attack you at school or anywhere else you may be, I want you to go ahead and talk to your parents about what they would say on how you protect yourself. Of course, we have teachers and principals and stuff in line and in order to deal with discipline, but it is important for you to protect yourself because, I mean, you could get broken bones and bruises and bad injuries. So talk to your parents and let them instruct you on what you should do if someone's picking on you or hurting you. But you need to have that conversation before it happens. But I am here to give you the tools to keep you safe and protected, but never to abuse. You never use this